You've been lied to, and it's a lie you've probably seen everywhere. On flashy social media ads from so-called gurus posting from a rented Lamborghini, and in the marketing materials of almost every Forex broker out there. They all sing the same seductive song. You can start trading Forex with just $10, $50, or maybe $100. They sell you the dream of turning your coffee money into a fortune, a golden ticket to financial freedom with virtually no risk. Sounds amazing, right? A life-changing opportunity for the price of a pizza. But let me ask you this. If that was truly possible, why isn't everyone who started with $10 a millionaire today? Why are the forums and social media groups filled with stories of frustration and blown accounts, not success stories? The simple, brutal truth is that this low barrier to entry promise is the single biggest reason most new traders fail. In this video, I'm pulling back the curtain to reveal the shocking truth about how much money you really need to start Forex trading. We're not just talking about a single number, we're going to break down the realistic capital requirements for different trading styles, from day trading to swing trading. I'll give you a step-by-step framework to understand risk management in a way that actually protects your capital. More importantly, I'll expose the psychological traps that these tiny accounts create, setting you up for failure before you even place your first trade. And trust me, this is something the brokers will never tell you. Why? Because they profit from the churn of undercapitalized traders. They want you to trade, lose, deposit, and repeat. But that cycle ends today. Stay with me, because what you're about to learn is the difference between gambling away your savings and building a real, sustainable trading career. This could save you from blowing your account and your dreams. Let's start with the big lie the entire Forex industry is built on, the one designed to get you hooked. You've seen it everywhere, haven't you? Flashy ads from brokers screaming, "Start your trading journey with as little as $10. It sounds incredibly accessible, a low-risk entry into a world of high potential. Then you jump on YouTube, and the fantasy gets even more potent. You see influencers bragging, "Watch me turn $50 into $1,000 in just 1 week." They show you the flashy cars, the luxury apartments, the dream lifestyle, all supposedly funded by these miraculous small account flips. It's a powerful, seductive narrative, but it's a carefully constructed illusion. Here's the brutal truth they conveniently leave out. They don't show you the dozens, sometimes hundreds of accounts they blew before that one lucky, hyper-leveraged trade went their way. This is classic survivorship bias. For every one influencer who gets lucky, thousands of their followers wipe out their accounts trying to replicate it. They're not selling you a sustainable trading strategy, they're selling you a lottery ticket. And the brokers, they love this narrative because it feeds their business model. Let's break down the cold, hard math. With a tiny $50 account, you're forced to use massive leverage just to open a meaningful position. A single, small market move against you can trigger a margin call and wipe out your entire account in seconds. You have zero room for error and zero ability to apply proper risk management. A professional trader risks 1 to 2% of their capital per trade. On a $50 account, that's 50 cents to $1. You can't even cover the spread on most pairs with that. This creates a dangerous psychological loop. You think, it's just $50, I can afford to lose it. So you deposit again and again. Before you know it, you've lost $500 10 times over with nothing to show for it but a reinforced habit of losing. It's a vicious cycle designed to make them rich, not you. The unvarnished truth is, starting with $10 or $50 doesn't make you a trader. It makes you a gambler pulling the lever on a digital slot machine and hoping for a jackpot. A real trader is a risk manager first and a market analyst second. Their primary job is to protect their capital. And if you're watching this video, I know you want to be a real trader, not just another gambler funding the industry's profits. You want more than that. Alright, let's cut through the noise and talk about the harsh reality of trading with a small account. It's a topic glossed over by gurus, but it's the single biggest hurdle you'll face. Now let's get into the numbers. Imagine you start with a modest $100. Every trading book, every seasoned professional will tell you to risk no more than 1 to 2% of your account on a single trade. So, we'll stick with 2%. That means you're risking just $2 on each position you take. This rule isn't arbitrary, it's your armor. It's what allows you to survive the inevitable losing streaks that even the best traders face. With 2% risk, you could lose 10 trades in a row and still have 80% of your capital left to fight another day. So you place a trade, you manage it perfectly, and you hit a solid 1 to 2 risk to reward ratio. You risk $2 and you've made a $4 profit. That feels great, a successful execution of your strategy. But here's where the psychological game begins. Your $100 account is now $104. To turn that $100 into $1,000, you need to make $900 in profit. At $4 a trade, that's 225 consecutive winning trades, with 0 losses. An impossible feat. This slow, grinding pace is where impatience breeds desperation. You start thinking, this will take forever, I need to speed this up. So the 2% rule gets bent, then broken. You decide to risk 10%, then 20%, maybe even 50% on what you believe is a sure thing. You're no longer trading, you're gambling, you're chasing that one big win that will change everything. And that is the express lane to ruin. Because when you risk that much, it's not a matter of you'll blow up your account, but one unexpected news event, one moment of slippage, or one simple mistake, and your entire capital is gone. This is the cycle of doom that traps 90% of new traders, blowing up their accounts in a matter of weeks, or sometimes even days. So when you see an ad or a video promising you can start with $10 and flip it to $10,000, recognize it for what it is, a marketing fantasy designed to sell you a dream. Real trading, especially with a small account, isn't about getting rich quick. It's about survival, discipline, and proving consistency. It's a marathon, not a sprint. Here's the truth. There is no magic number, but if you want realistic results without gambling, you need at least $500 to $1,000 for a decent start. Why? Because with proper risk management, you can take small, consistent trades without risking everything on one position. This isn't about getting rich quick. It's about surviving long enough to learn, grow, and compound. Even $1,000 won't make you a millionaire overnight, but it gives you breathing room so you're not blowing up in 1 or 2 bad trades. But wait, before you rush to throw $5,000 or $10,000 into an account, stop! More money doesn't make you a better trader. If you can't manage $500, you will blow $10,000. The biggest mistake I see? Traders think funding a large account will make them profitable. Wrong. Skill comes first, money comes later. That's why so many accounts, big and small, get wiped out. It's not the size of your account, it's the size of your discipline. So what's the solution? If you don't have $5,000 sitting around, does that mean you can't trade? Absolutely not. There are smarter ways. Start small to learn. $100 or $200 for experience, but don't expect big profits. Focus on skill, not money. Then, once you're consistent, look at prop firms. They let you trade with $10,000, $50,000, even $100,000 of their capital, without risking your life savings. This is how smart traders scale up today, and I've made an entire video on that. I'll link it at the end. So, what do you think? How much did you start with, and do you think brokers lie to us about this? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I want to hear your experience. And if you found value in this video, smash that like button, subscribe for more real Forex truths, and check out my other video on the hidden secrets of prop firms. Trust me, it will blow your mind. See you there.